Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Steve with Real Progressives. I had the opportunity and the honor to vote for Jill Stein today. And, very few votes have I felt more proud of than the vote that I gave today. We've been fighting nonstop against wave after wave after wave of people who have told us from point blank that voting for Bernie was stupid, that voting for Jill Stein was stupid. And I read an article that says that there is a 98% probability that Hillary Clinton is going to win this thing in a landslide. And Jill Stein posted it on her Twitter, basically saying, hey, the guy from Our Revolution is even saying vote for me now, because we don't want to give Hillary the wrong idea that she's running the country with a mandate. Well, fancy that. Imagine that. The very people that support Bernie are saying, not write in Bernie, but to support Jill Stein so that Hillary doesn't get the wrong idea that she has a mandate. The Bernie people. So, in any event, we're about to find out what we've all known forever. We've known for a very, very long time. Hillary Clinton's about to be installed as President of the United States. I don't even need to look at the exit polls. I don't even need to watch the vote tallies. In fact, I probably won't watch the vote tallies. But I sat there in a line today. I live in Trump zone, the Trumpvilles, man. Everybody out here has got a Trump sign in the yard. They got Trump everywhere. Trump Pence, Trump Pence. And, walking through the line took me almost an hour to cast my ballot for Jill. And I did not vote for Katie McGinty. I did not vote for anyone that was an overt Hillary supporter. I only voted Green Party, down ballot. And I voted for one Democrat. One. And it was just a Democrat that was one of the people that was, I believe it was the one of the judges that was running against a known Republican scumbag. But otherwise, I didn't vote for a single one that endorsed Hillary Clinton. Not one of them. Because I know that I can't trust their judgment. I know that I literally cannot trust their judgment. So, I was in the Stephanie Miller fan club earlier. And Stephanie Miller used to be a progressive, I thought, but I see that she supports Hillary. So she can't be a progressive. There's no such thing as a progressive that supports Hillary Clinton. Period. So when I went over there and I looked and I posted that I had just voted for Jill Stein because I figured, hey, that's where progressives are supposed to be able to talk about progressive things, right? They were like, well, thanks for helping elect Donald Trump. You stupid son of... They call me all these things. My first inclination was to say, if any of my kids get sent to a war because of your vote for Hillary, I'll give you an opportunity to thank me in person. 6 foot 250. I'm not sure you want to talk to. I'm not the easy one to pick on in live. Maybe I am on the internet. Maybe you can type away those things. But if my kids die in one of her wars, all bets are off, fella. All bets are off. So today we're going to find out. We're going to go down through this whole thing. It's going to be very anticlimactic. I hear Trump may not accept the results no matter what they are. I don't accept the results no matter what they are. So now that the election and the campaigning are largely over, if you haven't voted, please get out there and vote for Jill Stein to help them get 5%. But now that this is largely over, and it's time to get down to governing, and it's time to get down to business about what are we going to do to make sure that no more elections have this cloud over them, to make sure that our efforts are heard. I've got people on my team who consider the world through a reformist eyes. They want to reform the existing structure. And then I got people on my team that are revolutionaries that want to bring the entire thing down. And my thought is, just so you all understand where I stand, my thought is hashtag BAMN, by any means necessary. Short of violence, of course. Short of violence. But my goal here is never changing. It's always to support the next progressive in line, to support progressive policies, and to make sure that progressivism goes to the mainstream. I don't want to ever feel guilty or be made, gaslit about being a socialist, or, standing up for my family's right to have health care, or talking about education for all. I want this stuff crammed down this Congress, crammed down this president's throat. And I won't accept half measures. So let me tell you some of the things that are going on in my head. You all know economics is my thing, but I'm going to stay away from that a little bit because you guys already have heard that story. And if you haven't, I'm sure I'll tell it again soon. But what I'm concerned with is this, folks. When you talk about incrementalism, when you talk about putting a giant bill together that you know that the other side, so to speak, is going to fight you tooth and nail on anyway. They're going to fight you tooth and nail on small changes. They're going to fight you tooth and nail on big changes. And it's going to be the same amount of effort no matter what you do. The same amount of bullshit you're going to get from the other side is going to be there, whether it's a humongous change. They're going to call you a socialist no matter what. No matter what, they're going to decry socialism. So why not just go for the right answer? Because what we've got now is Obamacare, which is basically corporatism, which is basically a bailout of the insurance industry. And we were all chastised out of complaining about it at all because some morons thought this was universal health care. Even more morons thought Obama gave us universal health care. So now we're sitting here stuck with the ACA, and we've been told to shut up and eat your peas. It's too divisive to actually take this on. That is what we call the big foobar of incrementalism. That right there, that whole idea of, hey, we just gave you health care. No, you didn't. No, you did not. You gave the health insurance companies a guaranteed paycheck, but you didn't give me health care. You didn't give me health care at all. So when you start talking about, well, hey, some progress is better than no progress, well, I guess it depends on how you define progress, right? Do you consider a bailout of the health insurance industry to get rid of pre-existing conditions? Do you consider that to be a valid trade-off? Maybe it is. I mean, it helped me. It did help me. But now we're told to shut up, we're not going to have single payer. Ask yourself, what is more important, folks? So as you start hearing these bills come out, and you start hearing the first 100 days we're going to do this, that, and the other, and you start thinking about, hey, we got a lame duck session getting ready to come up where they're going to try and cram the TPP down our throat. You sure as hell better be ready. You better be real ready, because the opposition is very ready. Everything that's going on right now has been known. There's not like any secrets going on here, folks. None of this is like a aha moment. It shouldn't be. So what are we going to do about it? First things first, we got to start organizing to stop the TPP. We got to start organizing now. Bond with whatever groups are out there that are going to do direct action to block the lame duck version of the TPP. Because you know it's going to happen. It's coming, folks. It's coming. And if you go to sleep, it's going to happen right under your nose. And it won't be the Hillary bots that I'm upset at. It's going to be the progressives that went to sleep and allowed the TPP to go unchallenged. You are warned. You are on notice. You do know that they are going to try to do this. It is up to us, no one else. Don't look for another backup. Don't look for someone else to take it over for you, folks. It's up to us to bring awareness to stop a vote on the TPP during the lame duck. It is up to us to block the democratic dream of the TPP. Make no mistake about it, folks. Obama is trying to push the TPP through. Make no mistake about it. The lesser evil is trying to push the TPP through. And if he doesn't get it through, you can guarantee Hillary will put an apostrophe somewhere and say it's now the gold standard. It's now the gold standard, whatever that means. So when you start hearing about education, and they're doing things to help out the people that only make 125,000 or less, ask yourself if you know anybody that's divorced right now that makes 126,000, that is living paycheck to paycheck, broke, with student loan debt, you name it. And now their kids are screwed because their dad makes $1,000 more than what the 125,000 cap is. And you start to realize it's not welfare programs we need, it is citizens' benefits that we need. And you stop accepting incrementalism and you start making them citizen benefits. You want to get Republicans on board, you want to get Democrats on board, you want to get progressives on board. Start building a better society through citizen benefits. Stop means testing everything. Who cares? We need citizens benefits. We need universal health care. And it should not be means tested. It should be exactly that, universal health care. Think about what they're saying, folks. Do not allow yourself to be snowed in, because once they've taken action, they're going to tell you to sit tight for the next 10 years because they've already addressed health care. Just sit tight. We'll get to it. Hey, why aren't you celebrating health care? You mean the insurance company bailout? Right. Folks, I'm telling you, incrementalism is coming. Are you ready to fight it? Do you know why you're fighting it? Can you articulate your position for why you're fighting it? We need you smart and we need you angry and we need you articulate. 3 things: smart, angry, articulate. It's not good enough just to be angry, though it's a start. Smart, articulate, and angry. Don't let this moment pass you by. Keep people awake. Keep them woke. Stay woke, folks. Stay woke. They're going to try and lull you to sleep. Be there to crush the people that say, Madam President. They have committed a travesty on our democracy. Make sure they know it. Don't let them off the hook. Don't let them celebrate this moment without a black eye, proverbial black eye, that is. Make sure they know that they are the scorn and scourge of the earth. And if they're happy about this and not mourning the loss of our democracy, if they are not mourning the loss of our democracy, they need to be woke too. Our job is to wake people up now, from this point forward. Keep people from going to sleep and wake up new people out of election cycle. Begin the process of making them wake up today. We cannot let this momentum go, and we cannot let them start snowing us with incrementalism. And the people that say, hey, it's better than nothing, we need to educate them big time as to what the cost of incrementalism is to actual progress. The environment doesn't have time for incrementalism. People are dying for oil today. We have the ability to fund green energy today. We don't have time for incrementalism. You must stay woke as freak. You must stay awake, and you must continue to be an alarm clock for others. Real progressives and others will be reporting throughout the day, but no more important message will you receive than this. It's up to you, not someone else. It's up to you to continue fighting against neoliberalism, against incrementalism, and against this coronation and block anybody that celebrates this. Make sure you're there to say there's nothing to celebrate here, folks. There's only pain and suffering to celebrate here. There is no joy to be had with this. There should not be any kind of celebration whatsoever, and those who celebrate need to be chastised harshly. Harshly. Those who find a coup d'etat of American democracy to be something to celebrate need to be shamed, and they need to be woken, and they need to be shown the way that this is not good for America, and we cannot take our foot off the gas. We have got to stay engaged and committed. That's the message of the day, folks. Today is day one of the next phase of this revolution. With that, I'm Steve Grumbine from Real Progressives, hoping you have a great day. If you haven't voted yet, please go out and vote for Jill Stein. Thank you so much. Have a great day.